In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about a guaranteed pension scheme. What if I told you you could accurately predict the amount of money you're going to retire with? So you're 35 years today, and I tell you, by the time you're 50, ready to retire, early retirement, you will have accumulated 9.1 million or 19 million. What if I could accurately predict? Yeah? Without guesswork, no guesstimators, no predictions, an accurate figure. I tell you, this is how much you have saved so far. If you put this in a guaranteed pension scheme, you're going to retire with X amount of money. The challenge in Kenya right now, if you look at your pension statement, say for example, what they declared last year. So every year, your pension scheme manager will announce a particular percentage. Okay, so they will say, this year we did very well, we worked very hard, we are announcing a 7% on our pension scheme. Okay, so it means what you have in your account balance will be added by an extra 7%. The next year, they come and say, oh, the economy has not been doing so well. I don't know what treasury bills have gone down, treasury bonds have gone down. We are announcing 4%. 7 to 4. Okay, fine. The next year, they come and even give you a bigger shock and say, no. We did very badly last year. So this year, we're giving 0%. And I know some people who are in schemes that have been given 0%. Not only zero, I have even had people say negative. Imagine, you've saved up 2 million, in your pension scheme. The pension scheme manager comes and says, no, we did very poorly. Our investment has even been falling, so we are giving negative 1%. You're even losing money. That is a challenge, that it is not easy to predict. Okay, it's not a guaranteed return. I think the only return that is guaranteed is usually the 4%, that they can't go below a particular percentage, especially for the guaranteed schemes. Okay, the segregated is a different story, which we'll get into another day. Okay, so that is the challenge we face as Kenyans, that we can't easily predict how we're going to retire. We can't easily predict what returns are going to be given. Okay, and sometimes there's no indicator. Okay, it's obviously forces that, to do with the economy, how the economy is performing, and even how your pension funds were invested. If they go and invest in some real estate somewhere in Malindi, the returns are not that good, so they might not give you a very good return. Okay, come in the guaranteed pension scheme that I'm talking about, okay? Where it gives you a guaranteed return, and it tells you these pension funds you have, they're going to sort of project them for the next 10 years, 15 years, and this is the amount of money we're going to give you when you retire. Here's a contract. Signed, confirmed, here's a contract. Okay, so that gives you a level of peace of mind, because you know that by the time I'm retiring, I have X amount of money. So the only thing I'm going to be worrying about right now is maybe these children I'm educating, their university. By the time I'm 50, they'll be going to university or things like that. So you're left with little to worry about, but you're guaranteed that your retirement, you have X amount of money. I always tell people especially people who have left different employers, okay? I think the average Kenyan has probably worked with 3 different employers, and you left a pension fund in that employer 1, you left a pension fund in employer 2, you're now in a new employer and with a new pension fund. So you have like 3 different pension plans. I always advise the 2 that you left behind, do what we call consolidate them. Help us to put for you in a guaranteed pension plan where we can easily project, not even easily, where we can confidently project this money in the next 10 years, this money in the next 15 years. You can even plan for it. Okay, I've seen people who come to me and told me, I have these 3 children. They're definitely going to go to university. These pension funds I have lying in these 2 other places where I used to work before, why don't you help me move it into a guaranteed pension plan that will accurately predict for me, by the time they're getting into university, I have X amount of money. And we do that, and it gives you a peace of mind. Okay? So if you want to learn more about what you can do with your pension plan and how to get a guaranteed pension plan, call the number that is below. Let's book a session. Let's have this discussion.